back in week 1. The Celtic Tigers dominated their first matchup against the Colts. Can Indianapolis avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dubliners, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to... And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A stop there on third. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Elijah Moore with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Celtic Tigers have taken the early lead.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage.
Oh, a leap it. He will make the catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Off the bootleg. Pull.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Back to throw again.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's second down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Back to throw.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He's going to look deep for more.
And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. Cam Akers, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North and head over to Cleveland to check on the Browns. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Off the bootleg. Pull. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
They'll look to throw again.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Pull. Flush to his right. Again, he finds Moore. Touchdown! Elijah Moore ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year.
And the Celtic Tigers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, fellas.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Out of the gun now on third down. A rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. Oh, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Come and get him. Marvin, come and get him.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback, it's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
56. Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Play to win.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Crunch time, defense.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The give is to Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Dublin, they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.